What's up, niggas? I know y'all probably just read the disclaimer. It's not one of the typical. Matter of fact, I'm gonna walk this way today. Actually, no, we gonna walk this way. It's not your typical YRNRod video. This is, a brand new thing I started to do by myself. We trying something new, and I just want to talk to y'all about some things I've learned. First thing first is I'm gonna call this like chapter 1 accountability. Because I feel like a lot of people in my age range, we don't necessarily have the accountability to own up to our crap, man. You feel me? We just like to blame things on other people or have excessive reasons as to why we do things, even though we know we shouldn't be doing them. Like, for instance, you get in an argument with someone, and both of y'all wrong, but y'all decide to blame one person more than the other, but you was wrong as well. But you'll never own up to that blame because you want the other person to own up to it. And sadly, I feel like that's what destroys a lot of relationships. Not even just like romantic relationships, but friendships as well. Sometimes both people are wrong. Sometimes both people can be wrong. It's not always simple enough to have an argument and one person's wrong. That's just not realistic, man. That's not how life works. If life worked like that, then we'd all be right or wrong. It's not so cut and dry. But for the most part, I try to live on the side of life where I'm more right oftentimes than I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I very quickly own up to my crap. Like, I'll be like, I'm quick to apologize. I feel like everybody that knows me recently, probably like within the last year, 6 months or so, I'm very quick to apologize for my crap. Like, if I feel like I was wrong, I'm going to apologize. I don't care what anybody else feels like I should do or shouldn't do. I'm going to apologize. Because I feel like that's the right thing to do. It's hot, man. So I stopped recording because I saw a car with the windows down, but it's nobody inside it. So I'm just going to keep on walking and doing my recording. But anyway, I feel like a lot of folks around my age range and probably younger, because I know my audience is probably like people in my age range, a little bit above it and a little bit below it, because I know my little sister watch my videos. So I'm going to try to make these videos, like mean something a little bit more than just being funny or just, doing something like that's entertaining necessarily. Hopefully y'all like this. Y'all may not, but people that don't like it, I know you came here for one thing. You feel me? That's the jokes, that's the laughs, that's the skits. And I'm sorry this is not that. Sorry to disappoint y'all, but this is not what you was looking for today. Even though, I'm trying to work on some skits and stuff. COVID is crazy in Florida. I live in Miami-Dade County. So, yeah. I know y'all probably seen me on the news. Well, not even seeing me, but see my county on the news. Yeah, we wilding out. But my area, for the most part, is really not that bad. So don't let the news fool you. My area, I live in Miami Gardens. We only got like 1,200 cases overall. You got to go down south a little bit more. That's where them niggas really tripping at. But my bad, I keep switching hands because one arm get tired, and I go back to the other arm. This nigga got a nice car. But thing is, I feel like a lot of people like I said earlier, a lot of people in my age range, not necessarily accountable, man. We all love to shift blame onto other people so we don't feel bad about ourselves, or we don't feel the need to check ourselves or self-reflect. That's another thing. With accountability, you have to be able to self-reflect and know when you're wrong. One thing I try to teach people more than anything right now, currently in life, is like, man, sometimes it's good to just shut the hell up and listen. There's nothing wrong with just shutting up and listening to somebody, man. If somebody's telling you how they feel, how you gonna tell them how they supposed to feel or like how they should feel? That's not how feelings work, man. I feel the way I feel because you made me feel that way. And if you're not receptive, and if they're not receptive, if you're not receptive, or whatever the case may be, you're a part of the problem. And they're a part of the problem as well. Like, if I tell you, like, man, talking to you makes me upset because you do this, that, and the third, and I give you a detailed reason as to what you do, and you make no effort to change it or, be different. I'm not even be different, because some people don't have the ability to change who they are. Sometimes you're going to have to be like, I accept you for you. I accept you. And that's just honestly what it is. Sometimes people don't have the ability to change who they are or work on certain parts of themselves. And then that's where you have the decision in your life, because I'm learning now that you have to put yourself first. I was always the guy that put myself last, because I used to tell my therapist, man, yeah, I go to therapy and stuff now. If I hadn't watched, I probably started going to therapy when I made that You Matter skit, man. I was in a dark spot, man. When I made that skit, man, I was real sad. And I felt like I made that video to cheer myself up. But it also cheered up a lot of people. So if you haven't seen that video, man, please go check it out, man. I feel like it's pretty good. I could have. I know for a fact I can do another one better than that now, and I probably will again in October for National Mental Health Day because I take that stuff serious. But me going to therapy, man, the first day of therapy, my therapist was like, "Do I put myself like first?" And I was like, "Nah, man, I'd rather be the only person sad in a room of 100 people if 99 other people laughing." And I somewhat still kind of feel that way. Cause I used to not mind suffering or like going through things. Like, I'd be like, man, it's cool. I'm gonna figure it out. Cause I'll always figure it out. You feel me? That's just who I am. I figure things out. But now I'm at a place. I'm at a place in life where it's like I don't want to be sad, man. I want to live a happy life. I want to live a good life. I want to be great. Like so, like I'm starting to like really learn that being accountable for certain things, even though that I don't have to be accountable for those things. Because like for instance, some people will make you accountable for things that is not your fault. Like for instance, let's say you get triggered. The way you handle getting triggered is completely your fault and you control that. But the reason why you're triggered is not your fault. Someone triggered you. You didn't trigger yourself. But no, man, it's like back to the topic at hand. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to cut y'all off, but there's some people dead ass like having a big conversation outside, and I didn't want to to cut into my audio because I put a lot of work into these videos. I'm not gonna say I put a lot of work into this video because I'm literally just walking around in circles, but for the most part I'm trying to up the quality of my videos. I feel like most of y'all have noticed that though. Another thing about being accountable, man, you gotta learn how to apologize, bro. Apologizing is a very huge thing in life that I feel like a lot of young people don't want to do or just don't care to do. Apologize. There's nothing wrong with taking the time out and apologizing for some shit that you did to somebody. An apology really can go a long way, guys. I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. I'm really finna speak from the heart on this. You upset somebody and you genuinely apologize. People are more ready to apologize to you when they piss you off, especially within relationships. A lot of couples, man, y'all gotta apologize, man. If you're not necessarily fully wrong, apologize. Cause I know in arguments, things get heated, man. Things get hot, It's best to, just say, hey, man, I'm sorry. I don't want things to go like this. I don't like this. And another thing about being accountable, we have to learn to cherish people more often in life, man. Cause not everybody's replaceable, like how Twitter and all this other stuff tells y'all. Not everybody's replaceable, bro. And that's real. And you don't want to live your life with any regret because you treated somebody bad or treated someone poorly. That's not the life I'm trying to live, at least. I'm always quick to own up. Always quick to apologize and do the right things. You feel me? But not everybody's me. Apologizing is really a key of life that I feel like a lot of people need to learn. Even adults. Like I know some adults, 40, 50, 60 years old, that don't apologize for when they wrong, man. They rather just keep it pushing. You can't just keep things pushing, man. That's how people build resentment against you, man. You don't want people to build resentment against you, for real. Y'all don't want that. Because when people start resenting you rather than loving you, the dynamic of the relationship may not change immediately, but it will change. And it won't be the same. You'll be feeling like, man, why they don't care about me as much as they used to? Or why they don't value me like how I value them? Or why they don't feel the same way I feel? Because, people build that type of resentment towards people, man. Because it's like a matter of time. You just adding things on. And sometimes it just becomes too much. I'm really at a point in my life where I'm trying to build, stronger relationships with people in my life, man. Like, if you want to actually be my friend, I don't want to be like a high and by friend. I don't need no more high and by friends. I got a lot of high and by friends. I want people that know me, man. I want people that can help me. Like, if I'm going through something, you there for me. If you going through something, I'm there for you. That's the type of relationships I'm trying to build right now. I feel like I've grown a lot as a person. Going to therapy changed my life. To be 100% honest with y'all. And I know niggas in the comments gonna be like, man, going to therapy is so dumb. They tell you shit you should already know. Well, shit, I should know it, but I don't. So guess what? I'm taking my ass to therapy every other Monday at 1 o'clock. I'm finna stop walking for a second so I can really talk to y'all. The thing about being accountable, ladies and gents, is just owning your crap, man. Like, sometimes I know it's hard. I know it's hard to look in the mirror, see what may be wrong with you, see what your problems is, see what you might push onto others that you don't want to push on other people. I know it's tough. It's not meant to be easy. Growing is not easy. Growing is never easy. But the thing about growing, man, is always worth it. It is always worth it. People be always like, man, I feel like I'm growing, but man, it's so hard. Man, growth is not an easy thing, man. It's kind of like working out. Working out's not hard, bro. Building muscle is not fun, but the results are fun. So, like, for instance, if you're working on growing, man, it's tough, man. You're gonna go through hell. Some days gonna be harder than other days, and other days gonna be easier than some other days. And you're gonna have some really ups and some low lows. But you really gotta be able to control that and want more for yourself. As long as you want more for yourself, you're gonna go far in life. I promise you will. And I know this video is different. Like, I really know. Because it's getting deeper into who I am as a person, rather than, like, you know, the nigga you see on TV, like, oh, the YRNRod, that man's so hilarious. Like, I'm funny, I'm goofy all the time, don't get me wrong. But there is some moments in life where I feel like I gotta be a little bit more serious. And I gotta sit down and talk. Because, like, a lot of people, like, man, they have a conversation with me, they be like, man, bro, like, you're so much more different than I thought you was. And I be like, man, listen, you don't even know the half of it. But being accountable, man, really sit down. For the 3 things I want people to learn about being accountable: owning your crap, being willing to accept critiques in life, and stop getting defensive rather than listening. Listen to people when they tell you things about yourself. Not all of it may be true, because a lot of the time some people may not say things that are true to you, but you could pick and choose which ones is and which one isn't. Own up for your crap. Take what they say to you, not with a grain of salt all the time, but with some seriousness, and sometimes with a grain of salt. And third, learn to apologize. Apologizing is something that needs to be normalized more than anything else in the world. Being able to apologize in this day and age, man, and not feel like weird about it. I remember I had someone tell me, man, like, Rod, I feel weird when I apologize. Like, Rod, I don't feel right when I apologize, man, because I feel like people making fun of me or they clowning me. And I really sat down and thought about that shit. That's a damn shame that in this generation, telling somebody you sorry can make you get clowned. Like, actually apologizing for something that you feel like you was wrong gets you clowned. Not you doing the act or you doing whatever you did, but apologizing for what you did will get you clowned rather than the act that you did. That is ridiculous, man. I don't know if it's the whole cancel culture thing, but it's like we not allowed to apologize no more. We just can't. And it makes people not want to apologize at all. Like, it makes people not want to even think about it. I'm standing in the shade because it's hot. But it makes people not want to apologize at all. And that's the issue, man. A lot of people don't want to apologize, man. I promise you. You apologize to a lot of your friends for some parts you was wrong in life. Whatever the case may be, you will rekindle those friendships. And no, don't get me wrong. Not all friendships need to be rekindled. And not all relationships need to be rekindled. But I promise you, it's going to be a weight off your shoulders if you apologize for the crap that you know you did, rather than just walking around acting like you never did it. That apology is going to help you. It's going to help the person you hurt or may have hurt. It helps everybody. The apology is not just for you. It's for literally everybody. So, like, please, man, like, hear from me when I say this. Apologize, man. It goes a long way. Because when people apologize to me, man, I be so baffled, bro. Like, I'm not used to getting apologies. So when people apologize to me, I feel different. I be like, man, wow. I really appreciate that, man. You know what? I forgive you. I'm already a forgiving guy, so I don't really need apologies in my life for me to forgive, because I forgive for me. That's another thing. Forgive for you. Don't forgive for them. Forgive for you. Because the longer you hold on to it, that's just more energy that you spend in holding on to something rather than letting it go. So the one thing I want to leave y'all with, man, before I wrap this up, because it's hot. It's like really hot. I'm not going to lie. It's really hot. But one thing I want to leave with y'all before I let y'all go, man. Be accountable, man. Own up to your stuff. Apologize. Stop being defensive. And listen. You do those 3 things, man, I promise you're going to grow a lot. Just those 3 things. It's going to change your life dramatically, man. If you really sit down, man, spend that time with yourself, apologize, acknowledge where you was wrong, acknowledge places where you need to grow. And when people tell you about how they feel about certain things that you do, and if you realize there's a pattern, listen. Don't get defensive and be like, man, I hate when people tell me stuff like that. They're telling you because it needs to be changed. They're not telling you because they want to hurt your feelings, unless they're actually trying to hurt your feelings. They're telling you because it needs to be changed. So please, don't get offended when people try to tell you things or want you to listen to them, man. Please don't. A lot of people might not have the best interest for you, but I do. I want the best for everybody that's watching this, man. Sincerely, genuinely, sincerely. I want everybody to win. So I'm telling you these things that I learned from my own life that cost me a couple relationships. That might have cost me some friendships. That might have cost me some opportunities in life. Because I want everybody to have these opportunities to grow, man, for real. So please take what I'm saying seriously. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I know this video is very different from anything else that, you know, I usually upload on my channel. And I'm probably going to do more of these just for the simple fact that it's very hard to make skits because of COVID. I don't know who's asymptomatic. I don't know who has it. It's very hard. And I love my parents. So I want them to stay healthy. And I want to stay healthy for myself. So, and my siblings as well. So it's just like me doing these walking videos, talking. It's good exercise. Helps me get some points across that I want to tell people. And yeah, man. Thank y'all for being here. If y'all enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, comment. I know the vibes. If you made it this far, comment at the end of the video, RN, because you're a real one. And you know what RN means if you're black, so you're a real one. And if you're white, just put real one. Thank y'all again for watching. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Don't forget to be accountable. Apologize. Listen to not respond, but to listen and to understand. And not be defensive. So YRNRod telling y'all, be easy. God bless.